I protect that which matters most.
Good morning. It is 9:30, December 11th, 2020. If you are friends with me on Facebook, then you've seen me ask a couple of questions recently that I'm sure many of you thought were rhetorical questions. And a lot of you mistook what I was asking you to say, kind of like the old Tyrone Davis song, "If I Could Turn Back the Hands of Time." That's not what I was asking. I wasn't asking if you could turn back the hands of time, how would you change some things? Because that means time travel, and that's not what I'm talking about. Not saying that that doesn't exist. I'm not saying that I know if it does or not. That's just not what I was talking about. I asked a very simple question about if you could take 25 years off your life, not make your life shorter by 25 years, but go back 25 years in your physical body, internally and externally, would you do it? I'm 60 years old. And there's a lot of people who, whenever I say that, no way, man, no way. Well, that's got more to do with genetics than anything. But also, I don't have a lot of stress because I didn't have the stresses of worrying about a child until I was 57. I didn't have the stresses of getting up every day and going to a job my whole life. I've only had a job maybe 3 times. Plus, I fish, right? So that's being on the water automatically grounds you. It automatically takes stress out of your life immediately. And good genetics. My mom and dad didn't look old. The only thing that started my mom and dad to start looking old was physical infirmities like cancer and strokes, high blood pressure, heart attacks, stuff like that. And that is the plight of most people worrying about high blood pressure, diabetes, stroke, heart attack, blood clots, cancer, all of that stuff that comes with aging. Well, about a week ago, something came across my screen, across my desk, if you will. And I believe it to be the biggest breakthrough, the hugest breakthrough technology of the century, of the last 100 years. I'm all in. I'm all in. And as you guys know, I pioneer stuff. I don't really sit around and wait to see it. Well, let me just wait and see what's going to happen. I don't have the benefit of that time. And many of you don't either. I have relatives on my Facebook page and Instagram page that are 15, 20 years older than I am. And I know for a certainty that if you knew that you could get on a technological protocol that would literally dial back your physical life, your physical age, 20, 25, 30 years, I don't see why you wouldn't do it. Because let's look at the facts, folks. A huge percentage of the diseases that we as mankind suffer in this country could have been cured long ago, but there's no money in that. And a lot of those diseases come because we just get older. And did you know that getting older does not have to happen? Not only can it stop, it can go backwards. I'm not a scientist. I never claimed to be. I just pay attention and I read and I study. And I did that for you. You're welcome. So let me ask you a few questions. If you had the possibility to be able to reverse your age, would you want to know about that? Okay. Let's say you answered no. Okay, fine. Then don't. Keep aging. And eventually you'll get some of those diseases that statistically are proven that you will get. And it will cause your transition from this earthly plane. But do you know anyone who would not want to reverse their age? Answer that in your mind. Do you know anyone who would not want to reverse their age? Let's say you're 30. And in your 30s, you started losing your hair. When you were 25, you had a head full of hair. When you want to go back to that age when your head was still full of hair, when the cells that made up the hair follicles were still alive. Let's say when you were 25, you used to work out for 15 minutes and it would have the same effect on your body as working out 3 hours right now. But you can't work out 3 hours because of your age and the fact that your cells don't do the same things that they used to. You can't even work out 3 hours anymore without killing yourself. When you want to go back to that, what if you were 100 pounds smaller 20 years ago? And the reason why you can't take that off now is because your body, the cellular structure in your body won't allow you to metabolize your nutrition fast enough so that you can burn off that calorie and then burn off that fat. Wouldn't you want to know about that? I treated my own high blood pressure, if you will, so I don't have that anymore. But what if you have high blood pressure and you're on 3 different types of medication for high blood pressure? Something that can be fixed by just taking magnesium, but that's another story. But what if you got high blood pressure and you didn't get it till you were 40, until you were 50, and you're 65 right now? Wouldn't you want to go back 20 years? And then maintain that same age physically? And again, I'm 60, but I have dark circles under my eyes because the collagen doesn't plump up well enough to smooth that out. I've got these, I don't know what you call those, marionette lines or puppet lines. All right. That's how they looked when I was 40. My face was tighter when I was 40. My eyes didn't droop when I was 40. Now, is that vanity? Of course it's vanity. Of course. But I also have gray hair. I have no hair here. Okay? I shaved my head for a reason. But what if after a 4-month protocol, not only was this black, but this head was full of hair? I have what they call ocular hypertension. That's a big word for glaucoma without actually diagnosing me as having glaucoma. My optic nerves, which are shaped like donuts, right? A donut with a big hole in the middle. The hole is smaller when you're young. But when you get glaucoma or when you get ocular hypertension, that hypertension in your eyes causes your optic nerve to degenerate and it gets thinner. Okay, so the optic nerve in this eye is really thin and damaged. This one's not so much, but this one, like I can't see my hand moving right now. I'm looking directly at you, and only now I can see the tips of my fingers. Now I can't see my hand at all. Here I can, but not here. There's a big, like tennis ball sized blind spot where my peripheral vision is gone. And the optometrists and the eye doctors have told me, well, that's just the way it is. It's never going to come back. Well, they're wrong. Because all I need to have happen is for my cells to regenerate and regenerate back to where my optic nerves were perfect. And then I no longer have glaucoma. I don't have ocular hypertension. I don't take drops every day that I pay for. I had a blood clot that caused a small amount of damage in my right lung. I had to take, what do you call that stuff? I forget, I don't take it anymore. But there was a drug I had to take to thin my blood. And the day I took that stuff, I bit the end of my tongue and I bled for a half hour. I thought I was gonna freaking die. Okay. I had some kidney ailments. Did you know that every man and woman on planet Earth, after they get past 50, there's a 75% chance that they will have cysts, harmless, but cysts on or inside one or both of their kidneys. Why would I want to stay where I am now when I can go back? I'm telling you about me. And because of what I've learned, because of what I've studied and looked into, I'm all in. If you answered yes to these 3 questions, and I'm going to ask them again. If you had the possibility to be able to reverse your age, would you want to know about it? Answer that now. In your head or out loud, I don't care. Second question, do you know anyone who would not want to reverse their age, at least a little bit? Answer that question. Third question, do you believe this is a huge opportunity? Okay. Then here's what I want you to do. If you're on Facebook, go to my instant messenger and just type in anti-aging. No, don't type that, because everybody from friggin' oil of Olay to whatever has some anti-aging serum. Anti-aging means giving the appearance of no longer aging. That's just what it means. But go into my inbox and type in age reversal. Age reversal. If this is Instagram, type it in there. It won't be, because Instagram doesn't give you but 3 minutes. But on this Facebook video that I'm posting, type in age reversal in the inbox. And if you don't want to do all of that, go on your phone, 800-557-7023. That number again, 800-557-7023. I'm going to put that number right here so you can see it. Also, go to http://www dot, right down here, iHERQulesvideo.com. When you've watched all of that stuff, when you listen to that video, listen to that phone call, like I did, if you're no longer interested, you ain't got to contact me. But if you are interested, call me on my office number, 612-888-7807. When I said a long time ago, 2020 is the year of 2020 vision, I mean that. There are things happening right now that go way past any of the nonsense you see on television, anything you've heard from your doctors. When you do contact me, I'm going to show you the certified independent lab telo years that was started by the people who won the Nobel Prize of Science for anti-aging, and they did 1,500 tests on this product, and their emblem, years, is on the case studies as validation. It's a third-party certification of the validity of the technology of this product, iHERQles. The only reverse aging product of its kind in the world with documented scientific proof. Nothing can compare. I'm all in. So I'm going to ask you that question one more time, and then you should reach out to me. If you had the possibility to be able to reverse your age, would you want to know about it? Let me know. And as always, in parting, peace.
I protect that which matters most.